Hello students. In this video, I will explain simple past tense. Simple past tense. First of all, I will explain you meaning and use, then form and structure, and then we are going to look at exercises. Let's start with meaning and use. When do we use simple past tense? We use simple past tense to express the idea that an action started and finished at a specific time in the past. What are some common time expressions used with this past tense? Yesterday, last month, last year, last week, ago, in 1980. Let's see the examples. I saw Maria yesterday. Last Friday, the students looked their spelling and vocabulary tests. They got married 2 years ago. These actions are over, finished. So we use simple past tense, as you see, the time expressions. And we use verb to form of the verbs. How do we form the simple past tense? English has two types of verbs in the past tense. First one, regular verbs. And second one, irregular verbs. Look at the following list of past tense verbs, which are regular and which are irregular. Taught, walked, studied, gave, became, cried, lived, did. As you see, taught are a irregular verb. Walked, studied, regular verbs. Gave, irregular, became, irregular, cried, lived, regular, and did, irregular verbs. Let's see. Taught, irregular, walk, regular, studied, regular, gave, irregular, became, irregular, cried, regular, lived, regular, and did, irregular. As you see, the irregular verbs changed. Regular verbs are verbs that end with ed. Let's see the simple form and the past tense form. Walk, study, cry, live, and let's see the past tense form. Walked, studied, cried, lived. Irregular verbs are verbs that don't end with ed. Some irregular verbs and how a vowel change in the past tense. Let's see the examples. Simple form and the past tense form. Become, became, give, gave, drive, drove, forget, forgot. As you see, vowel changes. Other irregular verbs have a different kind of a change. Examples. Simple and the past forms. Teach, taught, bring, brought, leave, left, hear, heard, buy, bought. Sally bought a new computer last weekend. And some irregular verbs don't change at all. Let's see the examples. Simple and the past forms. Hit, hit. Put, put. Set, set. The children set the table every Sunday. The children set the table last night. As you see, they don't change. For regular verbs, simply to use ed form of the verb in a positive sentences. When I was a child, I the piano. Donna, Paris. When I was a child, I played the piano. Donna visited Paris. Be careful with the spelling changes. For irregular verbs, use the correct past form in positive sentences. Unfortunately, these forms must be memorized. Last week, you a letter. The students, an English exam, they, a great job. Last week, I sent you a letter. The students had an English exam. They did a great job. For negative sentences, use did not, or we use didn't. Plus, verb base form, infinitive. It means verb one. I went to work yesterday. I didn't go to work yesterday. If we use didn't, we have to use verb one. Verb be. The verb be is special. Never use did not or didn't with the verb be. Instead, just use was or were and not. For yes and no questions, use did plus subject plus verb one, base form. Did you go to work yesterday? Did you come yesterday? Put the verbs between brackets into the correct form, simple past. Okay, let's see the examples now. Last year, I spent my holiday in Ireland. It was great. I traveled around the city by car with two friends and we visited lots of interesting places. In the evenings, we usually went to a cafe. We were very lucky with the weather. It didn't rain a lot. We saw some beautiful rainbows. I had an amazing holiday. Okay, the lesson is over. Thank you for listening.